What's up, everybody out there in Dude Nation? Monkey Dude 22 here for another Blast from the Past backward compatibility update for January 10th, 2017. Today, Major Nelson dropped a bombshell on us, and I'm very excited about this one personally. Today, Major Nelson tweeted out that Battlefield 3, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and Dragon Age Origins are now backward compatible on Xbox One. Many of you, I'm sure, already know what Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 is. It's a first-person team-based shooter set in a modern era with all the guns, tanks, planes, and more. It was a blast when it first came out, and I can't wait to dust off my own copy and play it again. The single player was great, so if you've never tried that one and you only played the multiplayer, definitely play the single player. Highly recommend it. Of course, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was the 10th game in the series. Not many people remember that. It was the 10th game in the franchise, and believe it or not, it was a sequel to Bad Company 1. It was also famous for its building destructions back in the way. So if you remember like the Levolutions and stuff like that in Battlefield 4, this game was the kind of the one that started that whole trend. So Dragon Age Origins, for those of you who don't know what that is or never heard of it, it's an RPG title released back in 2009 by the guys at BioWare. These are the folks that made like Knights of the Old Republic, Jade Empire, things like that. So it's sort of a dark heroic fantasy kind of game where basically you're either warrior, mage, or rogue coming from like an elvish, human, dwarf type background. It's a third-person game with the ability to switch to a top-down perspective. And, you know, this game sold over 3 million copies, so if you're into RPGs and BioWare games, highly recommend you pick this one up. It's a great game, and you won't regret it for a minute. But that's not all, guys. Just minutes later, Major Nelson also tweeted out that we get Ghostbusters, Scrap Metal, and Strania. 3 more games here. And Ghostbusters is my personal favorite. I can't wait to play this one again. Of course, Ghostbusters, this one was based off of the classic movies from the 80s. It featured folks like Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis. All the guys basically reprised their roles from the original movies. So if you're a fan of the original Ghostbuster movies and you really like Ghostbusters in general, or if you like co-op games, you can actually co-op this game too. There's some great little co-op missions you can try. Highly recommend you pick this one up. Scrap Metal. Scrap Metal is an overhead kind of an arcadey racing game. Basically, you race around a track and you have different kind of weapons like flamethrowers, machine guns, chainsaws, things like that you use to kind of take out your opponents. The single player and the multiplayer campaign, both 4 players can play at the same time. So it's definitely a great multiplayer party game. Definitely check it out if you're interested in those kinds of games. Strania, I'll be honest, I haven't actually played this one myself. It's really interesting looking though. It's like a vertical shooter there where you kind of just are like scrolling up and then you're like moving left and right on the screen and trying to shoot the baddies. It's got different things like rockets and like things like that. So it looks interesting. I'm definitely going to give it a try. So you should definitely take a look at it too and to see if it's something interesting to you. Well, everyone, that was your Blast from the Past backward compatibility update for January 10th, 2017. If you like this video and you want to see more, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. I post videos like this all the time, including Let's Plays and other Xbox support tips, so I'd love to have you along for the ride if you're into those kind of videos. Also, let me know in the comments section, which game are you most excited to play, or which game are you looking for to be added to backward compatibility? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know a lot of people out there looking for Black Ops 2. That's definitely one. Me personally, I'd love to see Stranglehold as a backward compatible title, or maybe you never know. You might see some of the Grand Theft Autos. Maybe Grand Theft Auto 4 would come backward compatible. You never know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. With that said, I'm Monkey Dude 22 on Xbox Live, and I will catch you on the next video.